All right, so the plan is to go into the estate and get there a couple days early. I would like to start off with a scene with Ember.
Excellent. I've missed Ember.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, you guys are not going to be as excited about this scene when you hear it.
God damn it.
The estate is in ruins around
God damn
him
it.
as Bellantio strides over.
Let her narrate.
Sorry.
The estate is in ruins around him as Bellantio strides over to the broken figures at the center of the destruction. All seem to be dead or dying. Only one, a paladin of Lathander, stirs at his approach. The man forces himself to his feet again and hefts his weapon wearily.
You will not get away with this. By Lathander's name, I will hunt you down.
Bellantio's eyes flash with annoyance at the mention of Lathander. Give up, Paladin. Your god, your friends, and your brother are dead. Give me the sword now, and I'll let you hobble out of here with the remains of your dignity.
You're going to take this sword from my cold, dead hands.
Have it your way, then. With a negligent gesture of his hand, an unbearable scream fills the heads of the survivors. As they fall, lifeless, to the ground, the elf doesn't spare them a second glance as he pulls the jagged sword from beneath the brother's corpse. This is not part of our contract, Bellantio. The voice startles him out of his admiration of the ancient artifact. Aptap is your target, not these heroes. You're supposed to stop them meddling with the continuum, but I see I can't trust you not to toy with time any more than that tiefling and her agents. My lord, respectfully, the God Eater needs a weapon worthy of him. The man silences him with a gesture. He was right, you know, Lord Tremaine. You're playing with powers greater than you could possibly know. With another wave of his hand, the scene resets itself, and a word brings them out to a quiet grove. Free the God Eater, and destroy the organization, however you two see fit. Then bring the tiefling to me. Bellantio bows to hide the anger and shame burning on his face. When he straightens up, the man is gone, and it is once again dawn. Sarathiel, as you step through the portal, your suppression mark flares with a searing pain. It's agonizing, but fleeting. You have arrived, as planned, a few days early.
Quick, just a general question. If you had to give me like a rough estimate, what would be my int base score right about now?
Like, maybe 15?
Oh god. That is quite a bit, that's quite a bit higher.
I'm gonna say you guys actually waited like an additional week after making your plan, because shit came up.
Yep.
So it gave you time for the int to get a little higher.
I had assumed that like the flare of pain was what caused the sudden jump.
No.
Is that not so?
Nope, it just seems to be coincidental.
Okay. I'll do my best to accommodate that.
Chaz sort of like looks at you. Are you going to be all right?
Oh, it's adorable that you think he had any sign of pain on his face. No, he has not even made a general grunt of discomfort. He just stands there sort of silently rubbing at his chest and wondering what the fuck that was.
V, once he gets over his usual stepping through a portal greenness, asks, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, yes, I'm fine.
Okay, the estate should be nearby. Looks like we're on the grounds. The map that I found of the area showed that it was this way.
Do we see anything? Like, are we just in the woods right now?
Yeah, where'd we land?
You appeared in a grove. You're in the forest outside of the Tremaine estate.
Okay. And we're not smelling smoke or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Everything seems normal. Perfectly normal day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like looking around nervously. My backpack is so big that it almost is like falling behind whenever I like go somewhere. Should we go off in that direction, I guess?
I mean, it seems more logical than just standing around in the woods.
Off we go then.
All right.
Let's get this over with.
I guess V heads up the group.
I look like I'm nervously around. I'm like, I was told that I shouldn't go in front.
Yes.
Good call.
Sarathiel realizes this is his cue and just takes it to front.
V is just going to gently push again. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine. And he heads out.
Actually, I have an important question for you, Tessa. You had mentioned a couple episodes back that Cerebellio had not been sleeping, or, trancing.
Correct, he has not been trancing.
All right.
He had that first very upsetting trance vision, whatever they're called for elves. And that was bad news bears for him, so he's been going without.
It's been about 2 weeks, so you will have had to have at least some kind of trance, or I will definitely be giving you a couple points of exhaustion.
I mean, mechanically, I don't think it works the same for elves. Like, they don't get exhausted if they don't sleep, but...
But story-wise...
Like, if you haven't been sleeping or trancing or doing anything to refresh yourself...
It's definitely been rare. I think maybe he's tranced once, just because there was nothing else to do, and he did take a thrashing from his trainer, so okay, just this one time. At least once, but not as often as he should be, for sure.
Okay, just making a note. So it's a pretty easy walk. Luckily, the grove was close to one of the paths through the forest, and you don't really encounter anybody out there or any alarming animals, which is more of a concern in woods.
The Tremaine estate. Give us a description.
Oh god, I don't remember what the description was!
It's Lathander. The description is Lathander.
Everywhere you look.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it is glowing gold stone, which was imported at a very high cost and is probably why they slipped down a few ranks on the noble scale as far as having any money. But it still kept them impressive, so they are still on the lists. But okay, it took a little while to get that back, but that was a couple generations ago, so you're probably good by now. But yeah, there are sunbursts everywhere because, Lathander. I think we established it was kind of more castle-like. It's more of a stone fortress isn't the word I'm looking for, but it's not like a manor house. It's not...
More medieval-y.
Yeah. It's something out of its time a little bit.
More Downton Abbey, less Castle Dracula or whatever.
I think that's very true.
Your plan of attack is just to go up to the front door and knock? What's your plan here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why not? They're a perfectly respectable noble family.
Yeah, I was going to impress them with my history of Lathander.
My encyclopedic knowledge of the god that they worship devoutly.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Oh, please let Baku be the one answering the door. That'd be hilarious. Baku yes, great!
I will let whoever answer the door that you want. It could be a servant or it could be Baku.
Hilarious. All right.
So who's knocking on the door?
Yeah, go ahead. Do it in character. Knock.
Sarathiel will. He's the point guy. Sarathiel heads up and just looks around. God, there's so much gold on this house. Why is there so much gold here?
There's not that much gold outside, but, it's clearly, gold stone.
And, all of the accents, the knocker is gold.
It's very warm.
I'm, staring around and being wow, it's so shiny. I don't think any criminals live here.
Chaz just sort of, gives you a look
Sarathiel reluctantly knocks hard with the knocker.
All right, so do you want it to be Baku answering the door, or do you want a servant to answer the door?
I think it should be a servant because it would be funnier for what's about to happen.
Then one of the servants answers the door. She looks a little harried because things are a little crazy right now in the estate. Hi, may I ask who you are?
Greetings. My name is Sarathiel Pendaron, and he introduces, Vernon, this is Chasmere, and he just goes around the whole room, basically.
And she's just, looking more and more puzzled as every name is given, but okay.
Yeah, you got quite an assemblage here. He says, we are wondering if we could speak to the master of the house, perhaps, if they have a moment.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble.
Does he know you?
No, he does not. But we have very good intentions. We can leave our weapons outside if you need us to. We're not here to hurt anyone. Just really need to talk to him. It is quite important. Him, her, who is in charge? I don't actually know.
Him. It is Lord Tremaine, but I'm afraid this really isn't a bad time. Yeah, you'll need to come back.
Oh dear.
No, see, it's precisely because it's a bad time that we need to talk. We have insights about the bad time that will be vital.
She's just staring at you like you have two heads now, closes the door in your face and runs off to get somebody else to deal with this.
Right.
Okay, that went badly.
I leave it up to you guys. Who does she grab? Does she grab Mama Tremaine? Or does she grab Ember? Maybe Escher? Escher's kind of diplomatic.
I feel like Ember doesn't answer the door. You know what I mean?
Ember's the Lord Tremaine. He doesn't.
Right, but if she interrupted you, would you go storming out?
Let
me set the scene for a second on what exactly is going on. You have just gotten your brother back to the estate. You have just recovered the jagged sword again from when it was in the carriage with him. You have just basically forced him to attune to it as penance. And now you have
visitors.
A unwelcome house guest. He's very fawning. He wants to know all about your wedding.
Oh my god, it's this fucking guy. What's his name? God.
That guy, yeah.
Vanderskane.
Vanderskane!
So you're already annoyed, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, so I guess if I have somebody in the house, yeah, okay, that's fair. I guess the question is would a servant see that I'm already irritated and leave me alone, or are they gonna be like, yeah, this looks like a good person to bother?
Oh yeah, I mean, she's definitely angling more for your mother. The question is whether you look for an excuse to get away from Vanderskane, who is bugging you for all the details about this lovely lady that you're getting married to.
Yeah, if I hear it, I'm definitely gonna go. Because I want somebody else to be mad at.
Well, your mother is probably going to be so mad at you. So I will let you and Tessa fight this out for who answers the door.
I'm fine. If Ember is going to do it, that's fine. Escher is perfectly, like, he's not insulted at being assumed to be a woman. Like, what the fuck is gender anyway? It's hysterical because he still thinks Ember is straight, and that's hilarious to him.
Oh god, right?
So he's in a great mood.
You're the worst.
Is he? Is he, though?
It can be. I'm happy to be angry at people for fun.
Go for it, then. The servant leads you back out toward the main door. Of course, you know where the main door is, and you are just, like, chewing her out. Like, you couldn't deal with these people? Come on, we already have another person in the house, I assume.
I feel like I'm not, like, mad at this poor servant person as much as I'm just like, I can't believe people just think they can come to my house and just get accepted into my estate. Like, what am I? This some sort of, like, public lands?
I mean, a little bit.
Who are these ruffians? What do they even look like?
Good news, you bisexual idiot. You're about to meet Cerebellio.
Oh, God.
She just kind of, like, blushes. I mean, most of them are elves. There was a drow.
A drow? A drow? Are you sure?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right. That sounds not like. Look, you're a very good. You're very good at your job. And I sort of pat her on the head, but that doesn't sound right,
sir.
And so I throw open the door and I go, "What right do you?" Oh, well, okay, you were right. That is definitely a drow.
I told you.
What right do you have to just come to my door and expect to be? Well, sir, what am I some sort of like public utility now?
Says, I'll be honest, I'm not even sure what your full name is, but I am Sarathiel Pendaron. This is
Excuse me.
This is Chasmere. This is Gwen.
Did you just say that you come to my house, my domain, and you don't even know who I am?
I mean, it sounds like you're the lord of the house, which I assume means your last name is Tremaine.
Okay, that's a better start. But still, I am Ember Tremaine, master of this household, and you are...
Yes, right. We did that already, my lord.
We just did introductions.
I literally just introduced myself.
Sir, my name is Vernon Dwyer from the Dwyer family in Silvery Moon.
Would I know that?
I don't know if you know that or not, but it's at least like an attempt to like give you a family name.
I guess it'll be like a history check.
Maybe, if you want.
Okay. It would be a bad history check because...
Vernon is at least trying to do this a more genteel way to kind of go along with how you're reacting.
Gwen is cowering in the background. Like, Gwen is, as soon as the yelling started, he hid behind Sarathiel.
Poor baby. But good choice of shield.
Yeah, Chaz will also, like, make sure to block him from view, too. Like, there is nobody else here.
My lord, we did not come here lightly. I apologize there was not time to send a message, but it is very urgent that we speak to you. There's great danger headed your way.
Oh my god, this like Tuesday. What? People are always saying that to me. Do you know how often? I mean, honestly, I swear to God, it was last week. We had the exact same situation. What is it now? Is there some sort of troll in the neighborhood?
A bit more than that, my lord.
That's a little bit more, yeah.
The whole city of Silver Moon gone, that sort of thing.
Silvery moon?
Hey, maybe let's not bandy that about. That doesn't happen for another year and a half.
I'm sorry, what?
See, we got his attention.
Baku! I just turn around and start shouting for Baku.
You hear, like, all sorts of crashing, like, oh, I'm coming, yes.
Whenever you get there, I just look at you and I'm like, look, there's just somebody just mentioned time travel, and that's not my thing. You know it's not my thing. I don't even know. These are some random strangers. They said there's danger. Something about, the university city. What is the name? It's got a bunch of elves in it. Sort of
Silvery
gesture.
Moon.
Silvery Moon.
Yes, that one. The one no one really cares about. I thought you might care about that, though, Baku. And I, pat them on the back.
All right. They just sort of, look at everybody like, okay. Hi.
Cerebellio forces a smile.
This is my friend, Baku. They care about the kind of stuff that you're talking about. They're very, very, very good.
And you don't?
Well, I have a lot of things.
You're a lord. You're responsible for these people.
I am planning my wedding right now, okay? It's really busy time for me.
You're also, not that you're going to tell this to these randos, but you're also dealing with having all the shards of Lanvatar and needing to find a place to, restore it.
But more importantly, he's planning his wedding. I think we can all agree that is more important.
More importantly, I'm planning my wedding.
Chaz makes an interject, and he's like, of course, what could be more important for a noble than himself?
Ouch.
I sort of, turn. You come here seeking my help and make snide comments? You really think that's going to get you somewhere, buddy?
No, we're warning you in advance, but
We're not really seeking your help. We're more offering ours.
You. I just sort of look, Vernon says that, I look Vernon up and down.
Yeah.
You are offering your help. I look at Baku, I elbow them a little bit, and I'm like, you hear this guy?
Yes, I'm literally standing right here, Ember.
God, Baku, I forgot about how literal you are.
They're like, what? Okay.
A+, this is going great.
I will say, Sarathiel is Ember's type, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's also a fighter, big smashy sword.
Is it time for a bisexual, panic attack?
Also 6'2", and a babe.
I think he's been so, aggravated up to this point, it's gonna take a second.
Yeah, Sarathiel's just got the big glaive over his back, I'm just saying.
I look kind of begrudgingly around, and I'm like, I suppose that one, and I sort of nod my head towards Sarathiel, perhaps could be useful in a fight, but the rest of... What is that tiny little thing behind you? And I, sort of peer.
That's a wizard.
Hello?
Baku's like, wizard, peeks head around.
I, try to hide further behind Sarathiel.
Oh, out of character, Gwen, have you even seen a Dragonborn yet?
Probably not. No, I was a
6 foot tall green dragonborn, with green scales, and they're like, hello.
I sort of peer behind and I'm like, oh my god, you're very tall.
Yeah, I am. Sorry about that.
I come up. That's so cool. Oh man, do you have some sort of... I think I've heard... Do you have a breath weapon? I thought I heard about this.
I do. What do you specialize in? What kind of magic?
I do conjuration magic. You see? And I start I turn around and I start chanting a spell to cast.
Everyone's like, no, put that down.
Oh, this is adorable.
They wanted to see... Okay. Well, okay. Nobody ever wants to...
No. He grabs both of Gwen's wrists. No.
Just show them your spell book.
Right. Oh, that's right. You guys have spell books.
Oh, okay. I pull my giant spell book out, which I feel just looks like a giant, journal that has, a bunch of pages stuffed into it.
Cute.
And I'm just so this is all my... So you want to see my latest one?
Amazing.
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
I get up my last spell. It's the teleportation circle spell, and I'm like, look, you see how cool this is? I haven't had a chance to do it yet because they won't let me. But just wait. As soon as I get the chance.
I love that this is how we're going to get into the Tremaine estate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking that the two nerds go to Baku's study to nerd together.
Right. Baku's like, oh my god, I actually am so curious about how, wizards do.
And the rest of you are just, left there kind of awkwardly, well, one of us is inside, so you might as well let the rest of us in.
Ember and Sarathiel can bond over weapons.
That's true, we can.
Mm-hmm. And Chaz and Ember can bond over gardening.
Oh my god, you're right! He's like, you're on thin ice, buddy. And then he's like, oh, actually, I hate everything about this house except for your garden. I hate this house, though.
I think Gwen is sitting there and he's showing, as soon as he sees interest in any of his spells, he's showing Baku all of their spells.
Right.
So they're like pulling it open. He's like, and then I never get to do this one, but it's tidal wave. I did it one time, and the whole room was covered in water. It was the coolest thing that ever happened to me. And I think he just like kind of is like naturally just like walking into the house.
And Baku just like lets him in without even asking Ember. Like, yeah,
Ember's like, what do you? Where? Baku, come on, man, you got it. I like look back at everybody else, and I'm like, well, I guess welcome in. And I just sort of like stalk into the lobby.
I brought over my Dragonborn trying to run them off, and look where that got me.
Right? You think that Baku is going to be mean? Come on.
Yeah, you should have brought the elf.
Right? Vasha would be the mean bitch, but...
As Ember walks back in, he shouts, Vasha! Esser! We have company! Apparently the world's ending! Again!
More? Still, I mean, it's currently ending.
That definitely gets Chaz's attention. Like, what?
Escher's like, yeah, I mean, great, cool.
Well, another version of it. I don't know. Come downstairs!
We're all in the dining room. Why don't you come in here?
Oh, is that where you... Okay. I sort of leave company, like, to follow me or not follow me, and I just, like, stalk into the dining room and, like, sit down heavily next to Escher, who I assume is, like, looking at some sort of, like, wedding samples.
Probably something along that line. But of course, I will note this. When Sarathiel does follow you inside the dining room, taking a look around, and he also kind of hates it here, it's way too rich for his blood. Escher notices Sarathiel is like, okay, alright, I'm in. Okay, whatever they want. Yeah, what are they here for?
I'm sorry, what? I look and turn to see him looking at Sarathiel, and I look back and I go, Escher?
He's like, what? You're going to look me in the eyes and say he's not hot.
I look back and I go, I hadn't noticed. And you can see he's blushing.
Chaz rolls his eyes like everybody notices.
Are you blind?
Shut up, Vasha.
Sarathiel accidentally knocks over a vase and quickly straightens it again.
Careful, that's ancient. Okay. I, like, sit down really heavily at the table. Okay, go ahead. What is it this time?
Well, we have a note. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. How much are we allowed to tell them? I guess technically we're off the app-tap clock here, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
Like, they don't know we're here.
We're not being tracked, don't worry.
What is going on?
What the hell is AppTap?
Oh, it's our organization of time and space and portal travel.
It stands for the Association for Portaling.
Close.
Oh my god, no, guys. It's the Administration for Planar Temporal Analysis and Protection, and Vernon shoots you all with just kind of a dirty glare.
We're time travelers, is what we're trying to say.
We seek to correct problems in the timeline and to close portals that have been opened by meddling.
And there have been a lot of portals opening lately.
Portals? Portals to...
Portals to when, not where.
Through space and time. Both.
Both, indeed.
And he says, and we have reason to believe that someone, a bad faith actor, is manipulating these portals and is going to come here pretty soon. Like, really pretty soon.
I was looking around at the crew and I'm like, well, this is a new one, not one I've heard before. You guys?
No.
They're here for an artifact. We don't know what specifically it is. Do you have any important artifacts? And Escher's like, do you have any important artifacts? I don't know. I wasn't, none that I can think of.
There's only like 7 of them on the table.
I put my head down on the table, Ember does. And I just sort of, we don't need this. We don't need this. This is it's been a day.
Are you really surprised, though?
I mean, I suppose I can't be after everything that's...
Where the hell did Vanderskane go?
That's a good question. This is out of character, because obviously none of us know it in character, but he is currently being dominated by the big bad evil guy of the campaign.
And he also made off with whatever shard was put down on the table.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy, delightful.
So, like, there's something missing from the table.
Oh lordy. Do a quick inventory of all the shards of the inventory.
Ember's not gonna do that. I would just sort of looking around, I'm like, oh, thank God he's gone. He's honestly, it was like killing me. That man. Too much.
That's just like, wait, and then he starts counting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you looking at?
Guys, we're a shard short.
What does that mean?
What's a shard?
Did that?
Brain check on that question. Where is Vanderskane? And he like gets up and starts like,
oh yeah, I'm gonna follow and be like, okay, wait a minute. Did that son of a?
which shard did he take? Do you know? Do you have a?
I don't remember which one he managed to take in the official canon, but since it's not recorded for anyone to actually listen to.
No, that one was recorded, and he actually didn't actually get to steal anything. Y'all found him out before he managed to steal something.
Fair. Well, not in this timeline.
And this timeline he got away with something, so it doesn't matter. So which shard did he take?
Well, let's see.
The more trouble you can cause with it, the better, honestly.
Yep.
Well, I mean...
It's probably not the sword because it's attuned to Davin.
Yeah, I mean, that's like literally strapped to Davin's back until you were able to go away and deal with this. The Earthshaper Vasha had, and I don't think they're giving that up.
The only one that's not accounted for, because all of them are attuned to at least one.
I think is the Omnibus.
But Mama Tremaine, I think, was attuned to that one?
I think she was... Yeah.
I mean, they can still steal it. It's just...
It's probably easiest to make off with a ring, so like the Breath of Arcana.
Well, that would literally be on Baku's finger.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I got that one. That's on...
Okay. Then probably the Omnibus.
That's also bad. That's also a bad one to take.
Yeah, that's terrible.
They're all bad, but that one is, that can make matter out of nothing, so maybe...
Maybe no.
Escher looks around and is like, the Omnibus is gone. Fuck, the Omnibus is gone.
I better grab my sword and go charging out of the house.
You're not using the Hammer of the Heavens?
Oh, wait, sorry. That's right. I had the hammer. Yeah, I've got that.
Sarathiel's gonna follow. He's gonna help, because I assume you want us to be the one to actually fight.
So, yeah, I'm gonna grab it, and I'm just gonna go, like, sprinting and be like, as I'm shouting at servants, like, where did he go?
I don't know. He said he neted to use the restroom.
God, of course he did.
Which one?
Which restroom? Did you...
He's not in the restroom, Ember! Alright, so I don't know what this would be, like a survival check to see if they can track him?
Yeah, so, like, anything we can, like, see where he went?
Would that be survival or would that be investigation? I don't know. Whatever it is, Vasha figures it out because you have Master Tracker with you.
Yeah, that's true. We do have a ranger.
Meanwhile, Baku and Gwen are just, having a chat.
Yeah, but Baku and Gwen haven't even noticed.
Yeah, it's true. We don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
I'm discussing the theory behind conjuration magic and presumably asking you a bunch about sorcery. You're a sorcerer, right?
Right, exactly. It's like, well, I was born with it, right? So I'm very interested in your view about magic.
Yeah, exactly.
I head over and, like, grab Gwen by the scruff of his neck, like, let's go!
Nah!
And, like, drag him away.
What's going on? I'm, like, running as I'm, like, trying to keep up with you, but doing a bad job.
I'm trying to remember how this played out because, like, I remember Vanderskane just kind of fucked off out of there.
Vanderskane fucked off out of there, and then I believe that was the fight with the Shadow Dragons.
Oh, fun.
I think you're right. I'm not going to make you guys replay that.
Great.
But I think what's going to happen is the original failers are going to end up going after Vanderskane and all of this nonsense, and there's probably some other nonsense that you guys will have to deal with, maybe.
Maybe, she says, like she doesn't already know.
She's not the DM of this campaign, right?
So, y'all get outside. There is a confrontation. There's all sorts of really nasty points that are made toward the OG failers, making them feel like shit. Maybe that's just Vasha.
Oh, or we are not involved? Oh, I love that. They don't actually have to be... So it's like the canonical conversation that actually happens.
Yeah.
And they still fight the Shadow Dragon, but it's outside, so that would be different. Because
Yep.
Because I remember the Shadow Dragon being inside is what caused a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sarathiel loves that. He likes not having to do things.
Just messing up time.
Yeah. While all of that is going on, y'all are about to help out with this shadow dragon that appears when you hear a familiar voice, Sarathiel.
Oh no. What's it say?
What are you doing here?
He turns around and says, I'm guessing Bellantio.
Mm-hmm. And several warlocks that got away from you.
Whoops.
Sarathiel very quietly, he's readying to reach for his glaive, but he hasn't quite grabbed the hilt yet. I could very well ask you the same question, Bellantio.
I told you needed a better weapon.
I have a perfectly fine weapon. See? I have a glaive right here. So how about we abandon whatever thing you're trying to do here, and we just go home, Bellantio. How about that? How about you and I, we just go find someplace nice to talk for a while, and don't kill anyone and don't steal any legendary artifacts. How about that? Does that sound good to you?
I don't think so.
So, Bell looks flustered. You have not seen him look that way in this lifetime.
I love in the background, the original villains are battling a dragon, and we're just not involved.
Hilarious.
Yup.
Arrows flying, swords swinging, we're just talking to this guy.
Why are you resisting it?
I don't need help to become who I am. I certainly don't need you to steal a legendarily powerful artifact for help that I did not ask for and do not need. Sarathiel's whole mentality with Bellantio is dangerous. He's approaching him like a rabid dog, basically. He's extremely dangerous, but maybe if I can calm him down, get a leash on him.
This is the perfect time to get it, though. You're distracted.
I don't need it. Bellantio, I don't need it.
Why not?
Look at this glaive. It's a perfectly fine glaive. It's excellent. It does exactly what I need. I don't need a legendarily powerful sword.
He sneers at the glaive, like, come on.
Please, you have to believe me. If I need something from you, I will ask. I do not need this. All I need from you is to just come with me somewhere so we can just talk. That's all I've ever wanted from you.
Interesting. Guess make me a persuasion.
Oh, okay. He has a pretty good persuasion roll. He has proficiency in persuasion, in fact.
Fingers crossed, make this work.
Oh, please. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Oh, it's not great. 13, okay.
Not great, but it's not awful either. You weren't supposed to be here this early. I actually wasn't even expecting you here at all.
Yeah, I came here to stop you.
Fine, but not with them.
He looks nervously back at the others.
Oh?
Vernon says, I'm not letting you leave alone with him. Are you insane?
This is bad.
Yeah, for sure.
He says, they are my friends, Bellantio. I care about them deeply.
Aptep really did a number on you.
Aptep didn't make me like them. Aptep didn't make me care about them. I did that all on my own.
I love it. In the background, Dragon is, like, roaring and probably, like, smacking Vasha across the...
I love this scene, it's great.
Such an image.
Oh god, if only I had the patience to actually animate any of this shit.
Oh gods, right? Imagine.
And Ember's like, what was the point of their arrival? This is the danger they were talking about, right?
Yes, that's absolutely.
He says, you say that Aptap has done damage to me, that I'm somehow a lesser version of what I should be. But have you ever considered the fact that maybe you're not giving me enough credit? Have you ever considered that maybe I can become my own person despite what Aptap has done to me? Just let me prove to you that I am capable and worthy just as I am. I don't need help.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna go for a full error 404 Bell is not functioning if he doesn't have a retort.
Go for it. I think you've actually knocked him speechless for a minute. Like, he doesn't know if he should stick his warlocks on the group and take you guys somewhere, or what he should do. He was not expecting this.
Sarathiel takes a couple hesitant steps forward, hands out, like showing not armed, no weapons in my hands, toward Bellantio, and he says, you are my twin soul. I care about you more than I could ever care about anyone else. But if you force me to choose between you and them, I have to choose them. Do you understand why?
So the thing is, Bell does understand. He has memories of the first time that you met. He has memories of the first time that you betrayed him for more power.
Oh god, history repeating itself. I'll eat that shit up. One of my favorite tropes. He says, it's because you're threatening them, and you're threatening the fabric of time and space with what you're doing. Please don't make me choose. Don't put me in that position.
An extremely complicated look flashes across his face when you mention time and space, but he does not elaborate at the moment. Fine. We'll, they can come.
Okay.
One of the warlocks tries to interject, like, sir? Respectfully? What the fuck? Respectfully, sir, what the fuck?
He says, "Good, excellent, thank you." And he is genuinely relieved. He didn't want to, but if he had to, he would have thrown down with Bellantio. If there was, push to shove, he would have. He says, "Let's talk." In the background, dragon chewing on Ember.
You hear holy light by the power of Lathander.
This is a very interesting turn of events.
I know, it's not what I expected.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting us to be able to manage this one, so this is cool.
If Cerebellio can redeem Bell, he definitely wants to. I'm just genuinely not sure if he can.
Well, it's worth a shot. So, he is going to agree to go with you. Where do you guys suggest as neutral ground?
Ooh.
Maybe, present Neverwinter? We need to go there anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Like, not this timeline Neverwinter,
Amber, any thoughts?
I think that's fair, because then we can get the stuff we need to do in Neverwinter anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not our hometown of Silver Moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we still need to talk to Karis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got stuff to do there.
Okay.
Meet me in Neverwinter.
Barf. You guys are all taking the same portal.
They can say meet us in Neverwinter if you need a little more time to prepare for it.
No. I'm good. I'm good with it.
Man, Ember's gonna be so confused about what happened here today.
Ember's like, wait a minute, where'd they go? What the fuck?
Oh yeah. So the original Failers have been dealing with earthquakes for about a month now. It's been getting worse. So they're not particularly surprised when in the middle of this fight there is another earthquake as a portal opens.
Baku's gonna miss that magic kid. R.I.P. They were ready to adopt. Man, they were really cool, Ember. I disagree.
Yeah, Ember, no thank you.
So you agree. Bell's warlocks look fucking pissed, because, they've already been reamed out today for, letting 4 of them get captured. They've been reamed out for plugging in the coordinates wrong. Apparently they didn't, but,
So hard to find good henchmen these days.
Oh, it's so hard. Impossible. And now you all are just leaving to talk? No.
I want to stab them.
Yeah, so, Sarathiel, make a dex save real quick.
A dex save? Why would you do this to my boy?
Hey, at least I'm not doing it to Ember.
That's true.
It's always mean.
A disadvantage on literally everything dex related. Ooh, natural 20!
Oh shit!
Nice!
Pew, 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 pew.
Alright, you manage to dodge the dagger that is thrown at you
Oh, whoa!
by one of the warlocks as you are stepping toward the portal. And Bellantio notices and just gestures and they crumple.
This is a little worrying. It's a little worrying. I guess it'll just tack that onto the list of concerns that Cerebellio has. Casual disregard for life. A little bit crazy.
Are we all here? Is the rest of us?
Which we all are you referring to?
Sorry, the current campaign characters, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Baku noticed the giant fight going on
Yeah,
and
exactly,
ran
yeah.
outside to help, and you noticed your group standing aside from them, and also, who's that guy?
How did he get here? Probably not important.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna try to grab Sarathiel's because is this a good idea? This man seems not good.
Cerebellio looks helplessly at Gwen and he says, "He's my soulmate."
Right. That excuses everything.
They just crumbled a person to death.
I mean, also, getting away from the artifacts might be good, though.
Yeah.
Also, there's some sort of battle with a dragon going on.
Yeah, we noticed. We noticed that, yeah.
In the background. Ember literally bitten, just a big old chunk of Ember being taken out by the dragon, just chomp.
Are we just gonna go?
I mean, you want to let him go alone?
He says, "Please, I can't do this alone."
I look very concerned, but I kind of squeeze his shoulder reassuringly, which is not reassuring, but
And Cerebellio heads through the portal.
All right. Bad news bears, but let's go.
Let's do it! Look, it's the worst that could possibly happen!
Hey everyone, Val here. Thank you for tuning in to the latest episode of Crit Fail Club Restoration. If you can't wait to hear what happens next, check out our Discord server for episodes in pre-release, or to listen in live as we record. You can join us by going to bit.ly/cfcdiscord. For more information on the show, character biographies, and links to social media, head to our website, critfail.club or critfailclub.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. We don't advertise at all, so if you like what you hear, tell a friend who might also enjoy the show, post on social media about it, or leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Full episodes are available on our YouTube channel, bit.ly/cfcchannel, or on other major podcast platforms. Thanks again for tuning in.